Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Traveling Merton and Sue, and these are a few creators who, or a couple of creators who came into the Superchat family not too long ago. I'm still getting to know their particular brand of content. I believe they started the channel with the intent of following their furry friend Sweet Pea, who obviously is a part of the family. We see them featured in some of the shorts videos here. And then they've expanded into lots and lots and lots of content, actually taking us on different adventures and for looks around, particularly outside or during live streams at home, doing things like Q&A and carrying on conversation. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find in the content here on Traveling Merton and Sue. They're obviously generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. And we feature a different channel every single day here on Superchat based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. As you have seen, the idea, of course, is that you then have literally the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So thank you everybody for coming in, especially at such an uncommon time. In Canada, we're celebrating Thanksgiving, so I was with some family today, and that left me unsure as to what we would do about a start time, so we kind of just set it a little bit later and then popped on. But I do appreciate everybody being here. I always appreciate any moment anybody can spend. And for anybody that's brand new to Superchat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I've got a few names on our wheel already. Rich Cat Ranch was early in the door, along with, of course, 3 of our beloved and dedicated moderators. Scratch and PPA, of course, is here every single day. Michael's Adventures is just about the same. He shows up every day that he can, but always sends his regards on the days that he can't. Today we're going to get a great look at his channel because he's got a premiere for us to watch after Superchat today. And then I'm going to add home bartending with John to the wheel. They happen to be a member as well. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and I'll do some more introductions in a moment. We see Cali King 916 is in the house from Sacramento, California. They're the only creator that I know of in the Superchat family that's specifically from Sacramento, so I could be wrong. Actually, I'm still unsure as to whether they're originally from Sacramento or living there, but they may have been. Their content is certainly focused in Sacramento. Reshan Music Vivo, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time here. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Mr. Fulton Miraz is also in the house, and they are looking forward to some news from American Idol. Mr. Fulton Miraz has done many of the reality show auditions, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. He talks about that on his channel. He's been with Superchat from the very beginning. Odom's Homestead, good to see you here. John Paul, long time, but it is good to have you here. Timmy Ray the King is in the house. Haruka is here from Japan. They were just on a 3-day trip with school, and then Hyper Blitz, it's good to see you in the house as well. Now hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Come Hither with Heather is here from Australia, and they happen also to be a member, so I'm going to get them onto our Wheel of Doom as well. Jamie Hart, who brings us tons of variety on her channel. is also a member and on the wheel right now. So again, we're looking at Traveling Merton and Sue, and like I said, I've got to get to know this channel a little bit better. They've only been with Superchat for a couple of months now. We've only had them on the screen a few times that I know of. But they've got 226 subscribers right now. They're climbing along nicely. I do see them out supporting other creators, and I've been fortunate to catch them on a live stream the other day, as well as check out a bit of their content. It's pure variety over here, and if I was to categorize this channel, I'd say they probably come to us through our community of homesteading channels. I see them supporting a lot of other creators. Now, forgive me if I'm mistaken. Like I said, one of the reasons I like to put channels on the screen here in Superchat while we are on is so that I can get to know channels better over weeks and months, and as well by watching content like videos and live streams. And then the stories get better. I always want to promote everybody as well as I can while we talk about their channels, but the magic really happens in the chat. So as long as everybody is meeting new friends and family members here, our instructions are always in our video descriptions, then we're doing just great. Now, I'm not sure if the Stock Explorer is here, so I'm going to take them off the wheel for right now, and if they come back in, I'll put them back on. They happen to be a beloved and dedicated moderator. They were here right before we started. But we'll see if they're coming back. So, Nikki D Music and More, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They've got a couple of channels, and actually what we're going to do is get into starting to spin the wheel a little bit earlier than we usually do. So thank you again, everybody, for coming in at such an uncommon time. In Canada, we're celebrating Thanksgiving, so I had set the stream very late and just decided to pop on as early as we possibly could. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is here. That is Charlene Heel. And then as well, VS Speaks Royally is also here and happens to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel also. So just in time, because I'm just about to spin for the first time. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Let's Try Gardening, good to see you in the house, and thank you everybody for the time that you are spending. I know a few people are just coming through quickly today, but I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. So thank you for that. Rich Cat Ranch is coming up next, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel. That is Richard and Kathy. They have a passion for animals, a respect for nature, a love for life in general, and that comes through in all of their content. And then thank you, Russian Music. Yes, I was lucky. I spent time with family today. It's my favorite thing. And then we'll be happy to be wishing happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends in another month, right? Month and a half. Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being certain if this might be your first time in Superchat, but it's good to have you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And again, we have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat tonight. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Rich Cat Ranch, which is on the screen right now, just sent a highlighted milestone message through the chat. Those are available to anybody who's a member on a channel where they are enabled. They fly through the chat, then look like a super chat, but they're colored green for the members. And you'll notice that they also knock some life off of the Stream Boss, which is the video game life meter under my camera there. Every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss until somebody knocks them out, takes over, and gets some extra exposure for a while. So thank you for that, Rich Cat Ranch. Popping the Popcorn is in the house. That's Katie. Good to see you here. And then when we look at Rich Cat Ranch and their content, they actually bring us a lot of different variety. I see they're doing the 12 Days of Halloween coming up. They've also got a couple of notifications. I've got those set. They usually do a Friday live stream, but they post a couple of videos a week, and one of them is the Sunday Shorts. I always enjoy seeing these. They often introduce us to some of the animals on the ranch here. When we look at the About section, we're going to get a real list of all of the animals that they've got there, but they actually do a lot more, but with sharing their daily routines, tasty recipes, tidbits of wisdom, and they show us around. They're open to collaborations. They've had at least one visitor from the Superchat family that we know of. Mind Forked did a video where they went and visited Rich Cat Ranch. So hopefully everybody will enjoy following them. They've been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for quite some time. I keep mentioning it, but they actually also did a great job on an introduction video. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Nezia Mbao, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let me just spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for tonight's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Scratch and Pete PA is a beloved and dedicated moderator here, but he happens to be a dear friend to me, has been for a very long time now. And all of our moderators are actually dear friends of each other. They all have their own channels. They all do their own things. One of the things that they all have in common, though, is generosity that reaches far beyond what I typically talk about here in the Tuber Chat live streams. They will all allow you to meet more friends and family members on their channels for live streams or premieres, like Scratch and PPA does every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. You saw me just put the notification on for that right now. Six Bows is back, is in the house. Good to see you here. And then Feathered Friends Homestead, it's good to have you in the house also. Now, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we look at the content on this channel, we see that Scratch and PPA has always had presentation on the forefront of his mind. He's got beautiful, colorful artwork in both the thumbnails, the banner, and the avatar. They all match, but you'll notice that the thumbnails and banner are always updated for each week's Scratch Challenge video. I believe we're on week number 40. Oh, there it is. Yes, week number 41 is coming up this Tuesday. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt 66, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at these premieres, you're actually going to find something very interesting. You will notice, if you can join us this Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, he will have a live chat that runs faster than most you've seen on all of YouTube. Faster than Tuber Chat, faster than most others. And I believe that a big part of the reason for that is because of the unbelievable support that he gives to other creators. And what I mean by that is Scratch and PPA literally seems to be everywhere. Pardon me, by the way. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams as much as I can, or even commenting on videos, I find Scratch and PPA literally everywhere. And it's wonderful to see somebody spreading such generosity and authenticity when they're out doing that as well. He always engages conversation. You can see the inside jokes and things like that that Scratch and PPA has with so many friends here on YouTube now, and it's heartwarming to see. Here in Tuber Chat, he is a shining jewel, to say the least, a beloved and dedicated moderator. And like I said, his series of videos is actually interactive. So what that means is that you actually get the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And then again, the premiere always results in a live chat that is very fast-paced and high energy, so that's a lot of fun to be a part of too. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. If you haven't already, he has blazed right past the 1,000 subscribers, now on his way towards 1,400. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. He is monetized, so you will be able to drop super chats and super thanks on this channel. Followaway Ranch, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let me just double check that I'm right here. Yes, there's the super thanks right there if you wanted to do that. He's got super chats available, and hopefully we'll have memberships coming up in the very near future. Willowway Ranch, it's good to see you, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody has the ability to share tonight's stream, I hope that you will. It really does help, and whether that is on any other social network or here on the YouTube community tab, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, any of that type of thing, I will appreciate it very much, because it brings a few more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Jamie Hart is coming up next, and African Dreamin', good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in again. Tonight, the reason why I asked for sharing, and I'm going to put some focus on it, is because we had a different time slot. I couldn't judge when we were going to come on, so we don't get 30-minute notifications and things like that, and it's an odd time for us to be streaming. But I will appreciate any shares anybody has. We have a place on Facebook where you can actually share any videos at all, whether they're yours or anybody else's. There's a group there. We have a Twitter list that anybody gets added to if they tweet or retweet for Tuber Chat. You can meet some friends through that list. We have a subreddit where you can post your videos and those of others as well. And of course, I'll appreciate any shares anywhere. I know a few creators give us Instagram stories and things like that as well. Cruising Scene, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I believe you've been here before, but I don't think we've had your channel on the wheel or the screen just yet. I'm hoping that we might be able to get there today if you have some time to spend. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja is Shane. Good to see you in the house as well. And the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. We always put members on the wheel right away. Super chatters get added to the screen right away just to speed things up for them. But after a little bit of time, I will post some of our names from our chat list onto the wheel. We'll get them onto the screen soon enough. Coupon Gail is in the house. That's Gail's Southern Living with a second channel. She shared from both, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. And when we talk about Jamie Hart, I like talking about the introduction on this channel. When we look at her banner, she talks about all the different types of variety that we'll find in her content. And that can go anywhere from horror to Twin Peaks, movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and cats, and actually much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She's actually been doing quite a bit of streaming lately. Some of these streams are going on for a long period of time. I'm sorry I haven't been able to catch those. Hopefully I will soon enough catch one of these things. Fanatic Guide is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. They just crossed 3,000 subscribers, and they've got a video that's about to hit 100,000 views, which is really, really cool. Jamie Hart has 454 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 500 that is going to see her community tab pop up. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat for quite some time. As a matter of fact, if I've missed anything that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then Runneth Over Garden and Life is in the house. They happen to be a member as well, so I've got them on the wheel right away. And then I'm just going to spin, and we'll see who's coming up next. We're moving a little bit quicker than we usually do, which is great. So Come Hither with Heather comes to us from Australia, and I always show 2 channels when I look at this creator because they happen to be partners. They bring similar content. So we'll look at Come Hither with Heather first. This creator brings us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. A lot more variety comes in the middle there. She does some shout out videos, tributes to other creators, some live streaming that usually involves explorations of abandoned locations, and then there's a bit more variety on the channel as well. This creator is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, as is their partner Werner's Adventures. We're going to look at that channel as well, but as you can see, they do a little bit more outside of the paranormal. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They've got a new intro. I'm just going to put this in my catch-up list. I just want to see this actually. And then here's Werner's Adventures in their featured channels list. And here we get more explorations of abandoned locations. They've got another live stream coming up. I've got the notification on for that. Both of these creators are approaching 700 subscribers. When I go back to Come Hither with Heather, we've got another premiere set up for a couple of days from now as well. African Dreamin' just dropped a super chat on us here in the chat, and I really do appreciate that. So I'm going to put their channel up on the screen next before we start spinning the wheel, and then we'll get back to spinning soon enough. And like I had said, after a little while we'll get more names from our chat list onto the wheel. It's open to everyone if you have some time to spend. We expect to be on for as much as 2 hours. We've actually got a treat tonight because Michael's Adventures, who's a beloved and dedicated moderator here, has got a premiere for us to watch. You'll be able to continue meeting friends and family members during their premiere live chat the same way that we do here. And then thank you, I want to know, yeah, it is a little bit lucky because we've been moving these things around. I did a midweek stream this week on Thursday night, which we usually don't do, so we're going to try to do that just to keep the streams up to 4 days a week. And we'll usually be here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I never take the day off from Tuber Chat unless it's absolutely necessary, and in the case of today, like a Canadian almost holiday type thing, tomorrow's really the holiday, but a lot of families get together on Sunday for Thanksgiving, then I still wanted to come on and do a late night stream. We'll be back tomorrow about 12 hours from now, as a matter of fact, an hour later than usual, just so we can all get an extra hour of shut-eye. All that fluff and stuff is also here from Australia, so thank you for coming in. And again, we're looking at Come Hither with Heather. She's been a dear friend at Tuber Chat for a long time. As a matter of fact, I've even collaborated with this creator and hopped in on their live stream while they were doing a tribute and shout out for Scratch and PPA, who is another beloved and dedicated moderator here in the Tuber Chat family. So when I look at African Dreamin', this channel was here the other day actually, and we're just putting them on the screen for the first time. Now I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're here 4 days a week, usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. What's Fanatic Guide? Gotta wait for 2 months. Oh, and then thank you for, yeah, we're halfway to 100. I don't know if we'll hit 100 today because when we do these streams at the odd times, we may not hit 100. We don't do it every day. We do it most days, but not every day. But Fanatic Guide's somebody who's always behind us, always pushing for that. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Mark the Shark is in the house. He actually happens to be a moderator on our copyright-free music channel as well. He's been a dear friend of Tuber Chat for a long time. Thank you one more time, African Dreamin', for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Mark the Shark came in with another one, and we always put super chatters on the screen right away, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But because African Dreamin' dropped a super chat, we put them on the screen right away. Mark the Shark did the same thing. We're going to put them up right now, and you'll notice that Mark the Shark took over our stream boss position. So again, that is the video game life meter under my camera here, and every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The very last person to knock them out, in this case Mark the Shark, takes over for a little while, and we'll get some extra exposure for that reason. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Oh, for 2 months. Yes, you're right, Fanatic Guide. Is it 2 months from now? It's a month and a half, I think, right? Something like that. Last week of November. But yeah, we're happy to be celebrating it here in Canada early. And we will be taking advantage of the Black Friday deals and things like that, and Cyber Monday that will be following Thanksgiving in another month and a half as well in the United States. So Mark the Shark, like I said, happens to be a moderator on our copyright-free music channel. Pardon me for a quick second. I'm going to be right back. Okay, pardon me for that. All is well. I just needed to look after something here for a second. What I was saying about Mark the Shark, though, and forgive me because we'll talk about the channel in a second. For anybody that hasn't seen it already, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel set up for that, but it's also available on all major music platforms. There's Oracles and Beyond. It's good to see you here. They also happen to be a member with Crime Time, Wine Time. We looked at their newly named channel yesterday for the first time, even though they've been a member for a while, and we've seen the Crime Time channel from Oracles and Beyond several times already. Embracing Everyday Realities. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate every moment everybody's spending. Trina's Motivation is in the house. Good to see you here. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we look at Mark the Shark's channel, we actually see a lot of interesting variety because Mark the Shark takes us behind the scenes for a very good look at the creator themselves. They do a lot of live streaming, sometimes from home, sometimes they take us out on location. They happen to be a dog breeder, and they bring us along the journey of watching some of these puppies begin their lives and start to grow up and things like that, right? Live with the Puppies is here. And then I can see I'm behind with him. I'm just going to take his latest video and put that in my catch-up list here. I just do that so I can stay caught up with creators. But this creator also happens to play online poker, and then they bring us out on the water occasionally. So Mark the Shark's got a lot of interesting variety, and this is a creator who's definitely made themselves integral part of the Superchat community. And like I said, they happen to be a moderator over on that copyright-free music channel as well. So thank you for that, Superchat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times before. And for that reason, I just wanted to put their channel on the screen right away. So hopefully everybody will connect with Mark the Shark if you haven't already. Sitting at 637 subscribers right now. We'd love to see him move a little bit closer towards that 700. We know he's thinking about it. Unidentified S4 is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. Let me spin and we'll get another channel up here. The Stock Explorer's back in the house, so I put them on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but I do the same for the moderators. And Crime Time, Wine Time was recently renamed. We know this channel as Sunday Night Crime Time, and that is with Cassie and Molly. So these two creators are together on this channel. They've already started some live streaming. They've done some simulcasting, actually, by posting a live stream both on this channel and on Cassie's original, which is Oracles and Beyond, which we saw in the chat for a quick moment. This creator, Cassie, has been a dear friend of Superchat for a long time. And it could be getting on 2 years now. Forgive me for even losing track. It's a great thing when you've been friends with somebody for so long that you've lost track of how long it actually has been. But Cassie is a kind soul and somebody who on her other channel, which we'll look at in a second, wants to help everybody understand what might be happening in your life, what it might have been leading up to today, and what might be to come on Oracles and Beyond. We'll look at that in a quick second here. We know that crime, true crime, is a huge category in podcasting. So it's a wonderful addition to YouTube, of course, as a platform, and we know that there's a lot of that coming through right now. So it's great to see that from one of our friends, and Crime Time, Wine Time is in the chat with us right now. Gloria's Platter came in. Thank you for coming in. She will be talking about swapping playlists here. Anybody that's willing to do that can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Oracles and Beyond is coming up. Papessa Lifestyle, good to see you here. Child Please, good to see you in the house. And let's see what Oracles and Beyond has got going on now. You'll find a lot of oracle readings, tarot readings here on this channel, but not just from Cassie. She's actually got friends who come in on a lot of these StreamYard panels, and like I said, this could give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening right now, what might be to come. Trish the Natural is here. I'm just putting them on the wheel because they happen to be a member, and we always put members on the wheel right away. Oracles and Beyond is approaching 1,800 subscribers, so they bring us all three types of content on this channel. Actually, there's lengthy live streams like you see here, as well as videos. I'm just going to take the latest one, add it into my catch-up list, and if we look at the front page a little bit farther, we see that there are shorts here as well. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Junkyard Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, it is Thanksgiving weekend in Canada, so I was with family earlier today and just posted the stream very late because I never take the day off from Super Chat unless we absolutely have to, and we're always here 4 days a week. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting both to Crime Time, Wine Time, and Oracles and Beyond. These two channels, both from Cassie and the other one from her friend Molly with her. And then as I spin the wheel, look at that, the Stock Explorer's got some serious luck. This creator happens to be another beloved and dedicated moderator and dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. The Stock Explorer is somebody who seems to be everywhere, as a lot of our moderators are. I use that term after Scratch and PPA inspired it, of course. The Stock Explorer brings us an interesting channel because they want to introduce us to the stock market and crypto markets, both in all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. Word up indeed, the Stock Explorer. That's Nora, and we see them on their thumbnails occasionally. This creator often has product in hand. They've been doing a ton of live streaming lately, working on watch hours. They hit their watch hours the other day. Hopefully those are locked in. We should be hearing word on monetization soon enough. Black Guns and Gardens, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will be up next before I spin the wheel again in another moment or so. And then when we look at the Stock Explorer, we see almost 1,300 subscribers. Now this creator, even with having product in hand, wants to bring us beginner tutorials to cover the fundamentals, and then as well as advanced topics. So sometimes there are charts and graphs to be seen, and sometimes it's friendly conversation, but Nora gives us a great look at their personal life behind the channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And like I said, we're waiting on word about monetization. I'm going to show you their second channel. They've got one here called Tropical Buzz, and what they're doing here is introducing us to a lot of different plant life so they can help educate us, but they'll also be growing a lot of different things. They happen to be in Florida, so they should be able to grow different things year round, and they are doing collaborations with other creators like Garden State Gardener here with things like seed swaps and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. Paul's Green Space, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Trish the Natural, I'm not sure if I said hello, but I did see you come in. I put you on the wheel right away. They happen to be a member, of course, so we always do that. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody, like I had said. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Next up is going to be Black Guns and Gardens. They just dropped a super chat on us, and we always put super chatters on the screen as soon as we can, and then members, of course, like I said, are added to the wheel. But after a little while, I will start adding names from our chat list onto the wheel. It's open to everybody. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. It just takes a little bit of time. I do appreciate everybody's patience. I do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can stay for 2.5 hours every time I decide to stream, and certainly not be here 4 times a week. So I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. So Black Guns and Gardens is here, and this is a brand new connection for Superchat. It's interesting to see that this creator has now crossed their 500 subscribers, and the community tab will likely show up soon. We find that most often it's exactly 7 days from the day that you locked in your 500 subscribers. You can't do anything to speed it up. You basically just wake up one day and it's suddenly there. Now I'm going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my watch later list, because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what this will do is allow me to go through my watch later list after the stream today. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. In the case of a week like this week, where we haven't been here actually for a few weeks now on Fridays, we try to make it up by doing a midweek stream, and we'll keep that up. Bipolar Aquatics, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then I'm looking forward to getting to know Black Guns and Gardens. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Like I said, that's why we wanted to put that channel up right away. And then what we're going to do, Paul's Green Space, forgive me for not remembering where you are, because you're saying it's a beautiful day in your part of the world, but I forget where you're from. If you don't mind letting me know if I didn't know already. And then Runneth Over Garden and Life is coming up. This is Nina and Boyce, and I believe they're in Texas, right? I keep reading their about page. Yes, currently living in Texas. Their channel's about everyday living, gardening, do-it-yourself videos, crafts, recipes, other shenanigans. This is a dynamic couple of creators, and these guys, they have this chemistry and so much fun between them that they literally bring me to laughter many times when we're here in Tuber Chat. You can see the fun that they have together just in the thumbnail alone, right? And I sometimes hover over their videos. You can see that they really enjoy their time together. They're always smiling. They have tons of energy, and it's just wonderful to see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in content on their channel. They've got 714 subscribers right now. They were recently featured. I guess it's getting on a few months ago now, but Runneth Over Garden and Life is here with us often, just about every single day. We'd love to push them towards the 800 subscribers they're thinking about, and they've got all 3 types of content on their channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. 9 Acre Family Farms, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Melbourne, Australia, Paul's Green Space. I'm going to try to remember that. I don't know every creator and where they're from. I try to remember some of those as I learn them. But Melbourne, Australia is Paul's Green Space. And we have lots of friends in Australia. I'm surprised that it's not higher in the rankings on Superchat. I gotta go back and look at the analytics now and see where we are. But it usually has the United States #1, Canada, and the UK #2 or 3. We had Jamaica as #4 for a while. But I know that Australia must be out there. Thank you, Haruka. They come to us from Japan, actually. They are always, our time zone are so far off from them. It's very, very, very late for them here, but I do appreciate, like I said, every moment everybody can spend. There's all that fluff and stuff from Australia as well. Come Hither with Heather we looked at earlier, also from Australia. So again, if anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and especially I'm putting focus on it today because we changed the time of the stream and we're at a very odd time compared to what we usually do, so we didn't get the 30-minute notifications and things like that. So I'll appreciate everybody sharing out, and we could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther because of those engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm as a replay, both in the coming days and weeks ahead, if that makes sense. And then next up, we're looking for or we're looking at Home Bartending with John. Now this channel is something I was drawn to as soon as they first came into the Superchat family a few months ago. Home Bartending with John, as you can see, does a lot of variety on their channel. I thought I put this video the other day into my catch-up list, but I don't think I did. I'm going to put it in there right now. What Home Bartending with John does is a couple of different things, actually. They've got a few shorts, as you can see. They do a lot of reviews, and those are what you might expect. But one of the things that really drew me to this channel is an idea that they have behind some of their videos, where what they often do is show us how to make popular cocktails. They do it in a variety of different ways. So you might get a quick and easy way of making a cocktail. You might get something inspired by pop culture, like, you know, some of the things we see in the movies or television that might not be fully accurate. He'll show us how to get that done, and then as well show you the most traditional way to accomplish some of the detailed recipes that go into some of our favorite cocktails. And then thanks so much, Haruka. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. And we're back again tomorrow, 12 hours from now. Actually, it's a holiday in Canada, but you might have school, I'm not sure. And then Home Bartending with John now has broken into a couple of extra videos. This creator is actually willing to take requests on their channel. They've done 2 for me so far. And in the latest video, this is a new concept, but they've actually done how to make 6 low-calorie cocktails, which is really, really cool. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find, but Home Bartending with John is a creator who came into the Superchat family just blazing with generosity, loyalty, and dedication as a supporter. So Good Times Homestead is in the house with Jen and Steve. They're a member, so I'm putting them on the wheel right away. I also see that Bayou Bengal 25 is here. They bring us fantasy football. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then what I'm going to do is spin the wheel again. We'll see who's coming up next. If I've missed anything that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And it looks like the next channel that we're going to be looking at is Trish the Natural. She brings us talk about natural hair care. Now, the channel expands into a lot more beauty, and you'll get tips, tricks, tutorials, and products that we can use primarily for natural hair, but she expands into things like wigs and weaves like you'd expect, and a lot more beauty. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Presentation, of course, is on the forefront of her mind. She's got these bright, bold headshots on her thumbnails with that minimalist text look and a lot of contrast, which I really, really like. And I think that that makes both this creator and her channel recognizable. So the idea behind some of this branding and the reason why we want to make things somewhat consistent, but you know, with a bit of dynamic change between them, if that makes any sense, is because what will happen is, let's say somebody sees a video from this creator that they've enjoyed. When YouTube next recommends another video from this same creator, she's making herself very recognizable very quickly. So somebody will immediately be able to spot not only the creator herself, because they might look and say like, is that the girl that I saw before? But then when they see the layout of the thumbnail, they'll know that it is, because it's similar. Even if the colors are different, the style is similar to what's been done before. So I just think this channel is giving themselves a great you know, foot forward, if you want to put it that way, towards incredible branding. And not to mention, when I roll over the videos, you'll see that this is a dynamic host as well. So she's doing a great job on the channel. So 480 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 500. That's going to see her community tab come out. And I'm just going to look through the chat now. I think Natalie Nicole is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Rusty's Rambles is with us as well. Just want to check if Bautissimo showed up today. sure if we saw the messages we're supposed to from Bottissimo. I'm just going to scan back for a second because that robot isn't doing everything it's supposed to be doing lately. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hopefully me sending that message is going to trigger it. Bottissimo is a paid service, but I really love that robot. It actually has statistics in the background that help with the wheel and helping me determine the order in which we put channels on the screen. It's always much more about how active you are in the chat than it is about time spent. So you can keep that in mind. It's just a hint for anybody that's new to Superchat. And then Michael's Adventures is coming up right now. Now we're going to get a bit of a look at this channel right now, but we're going to get a great look at it in a little while because after Superchat tonight, we're going to go over there for a premiere that he's always got set, or that he's already got set and ready for us. When we look at the front page, we see a lot of featured channels here. And this is a great collaboration that you can do with other creators to get your channel featured on a lot of other creators' front pages, which will hopefully see some more, well, you can imagine the impact that it has both on the audiences and on the YouTube algorithm, actually, so you might get some more traffic from there. Now, when we look at Michael's Adventures, now I'm just behind on this stuff. I'm actually running his stuff on another channel, but I'll catch up with him soon. I just put the longer video here into my catch-up list, but he's got his premiere. Now, I've got my notification on for this, and it's interesting because he named it. I hope you enjoy this premiere after Superchat. So we'll be watching that tonight. He's got the time set for about half an hour to 45 minutes from now. We're going to push that a little bit farther. We're not in any rush today, so we can stay as long as everybody would like. We're typically here up to 2.5 hours. I'm predicting 2 hours today, but we've just been on for barely under an hour right now. So we still got a long way to go. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. When we go over to Michael's Adventures, I'm going to leave this live stream running right up until the moment his premiere begins. We will be able to continue connecting and meeting more friends and family members in his live chat the same way that we do here, because he is a beloved and dedicated moderator here, and he shows generosity, like I always say about our moderators, over and above the things I typically talk about here. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. He's past his 1,000 subscribers. He's working on watch hours right now. He's past his anniversary date, so he's in a race for those watch hours. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So it's time for me to look at the idea of adding some names to our wheel from our chat list. So I'm going to do that based on who's been most active. My trusty robot, Bottissimo, is going to help me with that. Six Poses Back is going to come up right now, and then as well Feathered Friends Homestead and Nikki D Music and more will be on the wheel. I'll get some more names as we need them, and we'll spin and see who's coming up. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Forgive me, Cali King 916, we're coming up to your channel next. When we talk about Michael's Adventures, I didn't really talk about the content here enough. So what he's got, you notice a lot of raccoons here on the front page, but he likes to film a lot of these creatures in their natural habitat, if you want to put it that way. He's got raccoons that come by. He's followed a fox for a long time. He's got some deer that might show up. He's done some bird watching, but there's a lot more to the channel. So I've seen this creator scratch lottery tickets. I've seen them play slot games on an iPad or another device. And they often take us outdoors for a walk around, a vlog type video of their areas, and they typically have interesting places to take us and interesting stories to tell us while they're there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And now it's time to get to Cali King 916. We'll see what's going on their channel. Cali King 916 has almost 1,600 subscribers. They are doing a lot of live streaming lately. This channel comes to us from Sacramento, California. And when they started, they were bringing us to a lot of car meets and car shows, but they've really done a great job of expanding the content. Let me go into their videos. I'm just going to show you from the oldest on, and you'll see a lot of these car meets and car shows that I was talking about, right? And then they expanded their content farther on, which is really, really cool. So we get a great look at Sacramento, California through the eyes of Cali King 916. One of the biggest things I talk about with this particular creator, though, is that when they came into the Superchat family many months ago, the very first thing that I noticed is that they were right away out supporting tons of other creators. So I try to get out there and bounce in between premieres and live streams as much as I can, just like hopefully everybody is doing. We can all only do as much as we can do, but as long as everybody's doing as much as they can, everybody will be fine. What I noticed about Cali King 916, and that continues to today, is that they're out there supporting other creators. I run into them constantly. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house. And they happen to be both a moderator and a gold member here. And then something's wrong with my green screen. Yeah, oh yeah, it's flying all over the place here. I've got two different locations, and I've got a cropping thing on the green screen. I just adjusted my chair and it knocked it, and half my arm was missing yesterday. I gotta light it properly. That's what's wrong with the green screen, because I'm streaming from two locations, you know, on different streams. And what happens is, even though my setups are almost the same, the lighting is not, and that causes the green screen to look a little bit weird. So these are things we have to think about. For those of you who stream or do other videos and things with a green screen, you'll understand that having the green screen is a part of it. It's wonderful that some of our software like Streamlabs or StreamYard and things like that can do a great job with the green screen, but you still have to have proper lighting, and I haven't set that up just yet. I'll do something about that soon. Doesn't have to be expensive. You just have to look up a couple of videos on how to light your setup, and then you'll learn pretty quickly how easy it is to get a couple of lights. Almost anything you have around is enough, and once you get it set up, things start to look a little bit better. It just ups the quality. I'll try to get on that as quick as I can. So VS Speaks Royally is coming up, but thank you for letting me know that something's wrong. If anybody notices anything wrong, I really do appreciate you letting me know. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody, but I'd love to know about that so that we can try to improve here as well. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and just like you watching right now, I want to make the best decisions for my videos and live streams. Yeah, it looks like water boiling, kind of. Yes. That's pretty funny in the Toronto skyline, just because of those pixels flying all over the place. Mr. Bones, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And VS Speaks Royally is up right now. They happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel right away. VS Speaks Royally. Now, pardon me, because I did put your couple of videos into my list so that I could watch it, and I haven't been able to actually watch them yet, but I expect to. Now, VS Speaks Royally does a bit of variety on their channel, but much of their content, most of their content, revolves around the royal family. We can all imagine they've had a busy few weeks, but VS Speaks Royally is another creator who actually I describe as seeming to be everywhere all the time because of the overwhelming support that they give to a lot of creators. They're here with us in Superchat every single day. I don't think they've missed a stream since finding Superchat, and we're getting on a very long time. I have to go back and try to figure out how long it's been, because I don't really remember Mrs. VSNC09 or VS Speaks Royally, which is what the channel's recently been renamed to. I don't remember them not being here. So it's been a long time. Obviously an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're growing rapidly right now. They passed 3,000 subscribers what felt like just a week ago. It might have been 2 weeks, but they're already past 3,200. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. So what I am going to do is take this latest stream and put this into my catch-up list. You can see I still haven't gone through your welcome to and welcome back. I want to watch both of those videos. I'll try to do it before tomorrow morning stream, just so I can see what you had to say there. But VS Speaks Royally, like I said, gives overwhelming support to other creators, so I hope you'll connect with them. One of the things that you'll see as well is the fact that they lead conversation very well. So they're very up to date and well versed in their subject. When they do a live stream, particularly revolving around the royal family, they're able to lead the conversation, and it results in pure engagement, which is wonderful for the algorithm, as you can imagine. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening next with Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. This is the second channel from Charlene Heal, as a matter of fact. So let me get this up here. We'll see what this is, and we'll look at Charlene Heal's other channel. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm. And then when we look at Conscious Business Services and Opportunities, we see a creator that gives us natural healing, coaching, and transformation on their channel. Now, this is Charlene Heal in the far right thumbnail here. You'll recognize her if I flip the page a little bit. This creator brings us natural healing, coaching, and transformation on their main channel. They bring that here as well with a bit of a bonus in opportunities to build wealth. So they're sitting at 359 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then as well, when we look at Geeky Girls Journal, we see another creator who is seeking to empower young women, but I believe that they have a lot on their channel that we can all take inspiration and knowledge from. Let me look at Charlene Heal here for a second. And I see that Cookin' and Vibin' with Tea is dropping a super chat on us. They've done that before. We will look at that channel next for that reason before I continue spinning the wheel. Hilda DC's in the house from our moderator squad. I've got her on the wheel right away. And then when we look at Cookin' and Vibin' with Tea, we'll look at that channel in a moment. So here's Charlene Heal. She brings us natural healing, coaching, and transformation on her channel, which is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And she brings all three types of content on this channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. She's sitting at 1,130 subscribers right now or so. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that we know she must be thinking about. She is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, encouragement, and motivation, and I hope you'll connect with her so you can get some of that coming around to your channel as well. If I've missed anything that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open, hopefully catch it the next time around. Cooking and Vibing with Tea is up with some more delicious looking content. I can see I'm close to falling behind, so I'm just going to grab some barbecue jerk chicken, oven baked though. I'm going to see what they've got going along with this. And you can see one of the things that I learned about Cooking and Vibing with Tea, because we featured this channel not too long ago, is that they've got a ton of videos on their channel. So what they typically do is a video, unless things have changed lately, where they don't speak of the directions that they're giving us, but just show us how some of the stuff is done. Easy to follow recipes just visually, but I really am impressed by the different things that they're able to show us, because it's a wide variety here. Look at this, everything from kebabs to pork loin to breakfast biscuits to pasta, which of course is my weakness, pineapple, beverages and different things. So hopefully everybody will enjoy this. Cooking and Vibing with T's been with Superchat several times now over the course of many months, and they just dropped a super chat on us, so I wanted to put their channel up right away for that reason. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Gloria's Platter also brings us delicious looking content. They'll be in the background, but I appreciate that as well. So if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm going to put up Child Please first right now, just because they dropped a super chat on us. We always put super chatters up on the screen right away. And we gotta watch the spelling on this. Child Please with 2 D's, and YouTube's gonna want to misspell. You gotta let it know, no, I want what I want. We'll put them up. Now, forgive me, because I said this probably yesterday on Thursday night there. I probably said that I had your video that I was going to put in my watch later list. I did not get a chance to go through it, but there it is. Child Please, I've still got the video there. So forgive me for not getting through that yet, but I promise you I will before tomorrow morning stream. Well, the reason why I do that is because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is after the stream tonight, watch that video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on like I do for all creators, and then that should make our connection stick. And then when I look at their about page, they've got jokes, recipes, nails, how-tos, vlogs, and a lot more. So a lot of random variety here. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that, and it looks like they seek to inspire us in a spiritual way as well. So thank you very much again for another super chat, and thank you for coming back in to Super Chat. So like I said, I promise you we will be connected within the next 12 hours. We'll actually be connected right after tonight's stream, so I'll do that while we're watching Michael's Adventures premiere, or shortly after, and that will be just a few hours from now. And then the next channel that we're going to look at is Feathered Friends Homestead. We're going to go on break right now for about 3 minutes, and if anybody in the house has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So we'll be back with Feathered Friends Homestead in 3 minutes. Alright, we're back and we are looking at Feathered Friends Homestead. So this is a channel who I believe we've just had on the screen now for the second time. So I've still got to get to know their particular brand of content, but I believe that most of us have some to learn from a lot of our homesteading friends, and that can go even for homesteading friends learning from each other. They seem to have an instinct, the creators behind the channels, to want to share knowledge and resources, but I certainly draw a lot from the different things that I see from these creators. So what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list, and that will help me catch up with them after the stream, and I will get to know their channel better over time. That's one of the reasons I like putting channels on the screen here. Over weeks and months I watch content, I get to know the content better, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I enjoy getting to know creators as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if you think I can help. If not, I enjoy hearing and learning lessons from creators about their YouTube journeys. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. You can reach out to me on Instagram. I'm there all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Sister Winnie is in the house, a creator who gives us an unbelievable amount of support both here and on our copyright-free music channel. They stop by every day to make sure that they give us that thumbs up, and I do appreciate it. Relax and Enjoy by Vanessa is in the house as well. They came in during the break. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we look at Feathered Friends Homestead, we say they're in rural Colorado. They love farming, gardening, cooking, baking, canning, and home preserving. They raise a lot of feathered friends, which they raise, hatch, and breed. So hopefully everybody will enjoy them, or enjoy the variety in videos that we find through that. And I'll look forward to getting to know the channel better as well. So let's just spin. Feathered Friends Homestead says they're just starting out, so they got 34 subscribers right now. Now we know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we possibly can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see channels growing, hitting different milestones all the time. Caden Plays It is a special channel from a very young creator, and this is the son of Makeup Mom and Son. She's actually featured in the thumbnail with Caden here. So they've got all three types of content on this channel already. Shorts, videos, and live streams, or the live streams will be coming. I think they intended on doing a stream. So there will be video gameplay, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of product reviews, unboxings, and the shorts can pretty much go just about anywhere. Caden Plays It has 41 subscribers. I'm hoping we can encourage this young creator by pushing them a little bit farther towards the 45 subscribers that they're probably thinking about right now. When we look at Makeup Mom and Son, we see a very much loved and well-respected creator. This is Michelle, and she has been a dear friend to me for a very long time. All of our moderators are dear friends of each other, and they all have channels of their own. They will all allow you to do they all do different things on their channels, but they will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you join them for premieres and live streams. Makeup Mom and Son has got her hands full right now. She's posting every single day, 31 days of horror for Halloween season. Which is quite an undertaking, but she does a lot of that kind of thing. There is a lot of variety on this channel. So she started with makeup and beauty, a lot of product reviews and unboxings, always conscious about the idea of bringing new content to the audience by mixing things up. So she did a lot of monthly subscription boxes, but was constantly mixing those up so we had different things to see all the time. I'm just going to take one of her latest videos, the Friday the 13th look. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. It's hard to keep up with her because she's posting every day now. Almost 1,700 subscribers, and this creator brings all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. She's here as a moderator, but also as a gold member, so we see Michelle's channel every single day in the beginning, middle, and end of the live stream during the slides that run as well as we see her link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. This is a creator that's willing to share content by hopping in on other people's StreamYard panels, and she does a lot of those herself during her live streams. She's also done a lot of interviews of other YouTubers. I've been honored to be a part of that, but she has interviewed a lot of people that you can be introduced to on her channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her, and she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. And there you go. See, all that fluff and stuff is talking about it as well. Now, Michelle is somebody who's got this special kind of charisma where she's able to truly become friends with creators very, very quickly. And you see that. It's one of the most heartwarming parts for myself in my YouTube journey, is not only making the friends I've made, but seeing the friendships that are made between creators, watching the chat, seeing some of the inside jokes that people start to have together about things they've either done together or seen and things like that. Michelle does a great job of this. As a matter of fact, one of the stories I love telling about her is that when she eventually started live streaming, which is probably a year ago now, her very first live stream went on for what I believe was 4.5 hours, and she was rated 3 times during the first live stream. So you can imagine how unbelievably supportive she was to other creators to have that kind of respect and support coming back to her all at once, especially her first time out streaming. So I love telling that story. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her, and like I said, all of our moderators will allow you to meet friends and family members on their channels the same way that we do here. Next up is Paul's Green Space, and they come to us from Melbourne, Australia, which I just learned today. They have 837 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. Paul's Green Space is bringing us shorts and videos. I'm just going to scan through here because I'm still getting to know this channel. Lots and lots of shorts have been coming out lately. I just want to see if they've done any streaming, or if that might be an idea for the near future, possibly. When we go through their content, I'm just going to go back to the home page here, and I'm going to take their latest video. A garden tour will be a great chance for me to learn more about the channel. So I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit, and then I want to make sure I don't fall behind. Paul's Green Space has been active in the chat today. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. So I know I mentioned it a lot of different times, and as the weekend goes on, we get into a lot less of the tidbits of YouTube algorithm information and, you know, the psychology of marketing and things like that that I love talking about. We can only get into bite-sized information here. But as the weekend goes on, usually when we get around to Sunday and Monday streams, we're doing a lot more looking at channels, and it goes a little bit faster. So we're going to continue to do that right now, but you will find me repeating a lot of the same things if you're able to spend any time here. But if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, oh goodness, let's try gardening. Yes, I can tell you that it's Thanksgiving Sunday in Canada, or it was. I guess you would have to call it Thanksgiving Monday as of a few minutes ago, depending on where you are in the country. But in the Eastern time zone, we just crossed over midnight into Monday morning. So Hilda DC is up right now, another very much loved and well-respected creator, somebody else who is a dear friend of mine and has been for a long time. Every moderator that we have on this channel has channels of their own. They're dear friends of mine, but every single moderator here has a very special story about my friendship with them and the reason why they are a moderator on Superchat. You'll notice we only have a core group of about 8 or 9 moderators that are here regularly, but they're all dear friends of each other as well. One of the things that they all have in common is generosity that goes far beyond anything I can describe here on Tuberchat. They will all allow you to meet friends and family members when you're on their channels as well, the same way that we do here in premieres or live streams. That's easy on Hilda DC's channel because she posts every single day, whether it's a premiere or a live stream or a short, because she brings all three types of content. She's got well over 2,100 subscribers right now, and we'd love to push her a little bit farther as well. Now, Hilda DC is one of the most encouraging creators that I've met in my 5.5 years on YouTube. She is constantly trying to motivate and encourage other creators in their YouTube journey. That comes across in her content as well as on screen with positive affirmations, and then she even gets Nightbot involved to give some encouragement during the streams and premieres as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She's done really great with a lot of these shorts, and I gotta ask her, I keep forgetting, I'm gonna ask her in the chat right now. If this makes sense, what's your biggest shorts view count? I just want to know how hard she's hit with one of these shorts, because she's posted a lot of these and done pretty well. We can see that a lot of them have moved on. Oh, I see. Hilda DC has got an extra channel coming up. She's going to do a similar idea to what Makeup Mom and Son is doing with her son. She's going to get her son happening on YouTube with his own channel, which will be cool. Mitchy Boo, good to see you here. Mitchy Boo is also Mitchell and Doll, another creator from Australia. It's good to see you here, so thank you for coming in. And when we look at Hilda DC's channel, we also see that what she's bringing most often is mukbang style challenges, taste test reviews, and products that we might be introduced to for the first time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety and content when you see her. She does live streams where she brings on StreamYard panelists, and then she's also willing to hop in with others and share content that way, which I think is a generous thing to do. You always benefit, I believe. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm just saying I believe. You always benefit when you hop in on somebody else's channel, because you almost always, probably always, but I say almost always, get new subscribers from their audience. But what you're doing is changing up the content for them, because only you can bring what you're going to bring into their content. You change the dynamic of the conversation on their channel, both on screen and in the chat. So I think it's a wonderful thing to do. I plan to do a lot more of it starting very soon. Now, as my work season starts to calm down a little bit, I'm looking forward to getting back into a lot more interviews and YouTube talks and things like that. But you'll be able to join Hilda DC and see her on other people's channels, as well as her own, bringing on a lot of StreamYard guests and things like that. And I've been on screen with her many times. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. Cruising Scene is going to be a channel that I can tell is going to be right up my alley. I was very fortunate in the mid-1990s to have spent one summer going from New York to Bermuda in celebrity cruises, MV Zenith, and I love the idea of cruising. To be honest with you, I haven't been back since, but I'm hoping that that will be the next vacation or something to be done in the near future, but I talk it up to people all the time. I think cruises are just a wonderful thing, and I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel. Mitchy Boo dropped a super chat on us, so we're going to look at that channel next. Mitchy Boo is the same creator behind Mitchell and Doll. We'll look at both of those soon. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream here on Tuberchat, but what I'm going to do is take one of the latest videos from Cruising Scene, and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. Give it thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they're subscribed to Tuberchat as well. and have our notification bell on so they don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but we're here 4 days a week usually, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We make up a day in the week if we can to make up for the Fridays we haven't been here for lately. But we change the times up so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So hopefully that will be helpful, so everybody knows that if you put the notification bell on, of course it's the best way to get notified about what we're going to do next. But we also post the streams a couple of days in advance, so if you wanted to check, you could look at the front page and set individual notifications as well. Mitchy Boo is up right now. They just dropped a super chat on us, and they've done that before many times actually. This is the same creator from Mitchell and Doll. I'm going to put that channel up on the screen in a moment. When we look at this creator, they bring an interesting variety in content on both channels. Here we might get some cooking, some shopping, and some everyday vlogging and other adventures. And they're fully monetized here on Mitchy Boo with 3,700 subscribers and super chats and memberships available when we get there. Now, I always say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already gone through in their YouTube journey to hit a sub count that high. When we look at Mitchell and Doll, we see the same creator and more variety here, and they just mix those up between both channels. Mitchell and Doll is going to bring us a lot more vlogging style content. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety here as well. She's got over 2,400 subscribers on this channel. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 2,500 that they're going to be thinking about. So if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, but could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share, of course. In a little while, we're going to go and visit a premiere from Michael's Adventures, who's a beloved and dedicated moderator here in Tuber Chat. But we can stay for up to another, let's say, 45 minutes or so. I want to put as many channels on the screen as we can. I've got another couple of names coming onto the wheel right now. So Papessa Lifestyle, Gloria's Platter, and all that fluff and stuff will come up onto the wheel, and then I'll add some more names as we need them. Michael's Adventures, unfortunately, is having to move the time of the premiere, and we'll do that based on when we think Tuber Chat will finish, but I just want to stay and get as many channels on the screen as we can for everybody. We try to do that as often as possible. We usually cap it out at about 2.5 hours. Today I don't expect to go that long. We've already been on for an hour and a half, but I'm expecting another half hour to 45 minutes. When we get over to Michael's Adventures channel, we will be able to meet more friends and family members in his live chat that goes along with the premiere the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. And I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that that premiere begins so that we can clean up our connections. And then we'll go over there and raid together. I'll drop the link when we get close. Let's Try Gardening is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel, and then I'll add some more names to the wheel shortly. Let's Try Gardening is sitting at 93 subscribers, so we know that the first 100 and the race there is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 all the time. In the case of Let's Try Gardening, we just want to push them towards that 100. They're getting pretty close, as we can see. What I'm going to do is take actually one of their latest videos, and I'm gonna how's this for a thumbnail, YouTube? That's interesting. I'm just gonna grab That's an interesting title. I'm just gonna grab this latest video though. I'm gonna put that in my catch-up list. I think I can be laughing about that for a while because that's a fun thing to have done. Let's try gardening. Let me read the about page. We're just gardening here. Come take a look at the garden while they share both the successes and the failures. They want us to learn from their mistakes, and a lot of us do. I mean, a lot of us, I'm sure everybody makes as many mistakes as anybody. I certainly do, but we do learn from that, and it's wonderful that creators want to share from each other and say, or share with each other and say, hey, look, I found something that didn't work, so you can save yourself some time by not trying this. Move on to the things that we know are going to work, which is great. So let's try gardening. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm still getting to know their content on their channel, but there's obviously a little bit of comedy in this creator and lightheartedness as well. And of course we see some featured channels there, which is great. I think I've got Let's Try Gardening on our featured channels list, but this might be an opportunity for me to just double check that. So why don't I look at it? Everybody can mark the time if you'd like to. You have to forgive me because I can't remember exactly what moment we got on. I think we've been on for exactly an hour and a half now. Let me see if I can read the 89 minutes ago. So yes, okay, an hour and a half ago. So if you want to put 89 minutes into episode number 476, we're going to go over and make sure that we get Let's Try Gardening onto our featured channels list. Now I think they're already there. All we have to do is go to our front page, and if you caught that, I just click the customize channel. We're already logged in, and then I get to my customization page in the YouTube studio right away. What I'm talking about is, you know, they've got a lot of different ways for us to dress up our front page, but if you don't already have a featured channel section on your front page, you can click this add section. You'll notice all the different tools that YouTube gives us to put interesting things on our front page. Featured channels is right at the bottom. Once you add it, it's going to add it to the bottom of this area, and then you can just grab it and drag it up and down the page wherever you'd like it to land, if that makes sense. And then when you're ready to add channels, you hit these three dots, edit section, contents. Now what I'm looking for is Let's Try Gardening, and there they are. Now I've already got them on the list. You can tell because that box is checked. If it wasn't, they wouldn't be on the list. When it is, we go down to the bottom of the list and we see that it's already automatically been added. You can change the name of this section. It doesn't have to be featured channels. Lots of creators come up with fun things to call it. I leave it as featured channels just because we do it all the time here in Superchat. I want everybody to know what we're talking about. I'm going to click done. Very important that you click publish to make sure that those changes take effect. And sure enough, we know 100% for sure that Let's Try Gardening is on our featured channels list. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Dixie Cuddle Fitness, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's see what Six Poses Back has got going on. There's another creator who's here with us frequently, but I see them out supporting others as well. I can see I'm behind with you. My goodness, you're posting not even that frequently, which is okay, like several times a week, which is good. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos. I think I'm just going to take this. I'm going to take the shower stream. I guess I will. I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will give me something to probably run tonight. I have to be honest, I run a lot more videos than I watch, especially when they're replays like this, but I will get that run, get you a few watch minutes there. Six Poses Back has 749 subscribers. It's pure variety on this channel, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But we see Six Poses Back frequently here in Superchat. They say let's cook, let's shop, and take care of family of 7, as a matter of fact. So they're a busy person, but they're managing to keep up with their YouTube channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and the loyal and dedicated support that comes back from them as well. And then let's spin the wheel. It's time for me to get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that in another moment here. But I see that we're going to look at Gloria's Platter right now. This is a creator who brings us delicious looking content. She actually does it with all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. The live streams are interesting because she puts a lot of consideration into the content. So she does not preparation the way we would typically talk about it. She just gets the stuff ready so that we can watch the prep and then see a full dish or meal created on the channel. She's doing a ton of that, a couple days a week, as a matter of fact, it looks like now. Oh, and then yeah, thank you, Paul's Green Space, pardon me. And then Zombie Prepper is in the house. It's good to see you here. Hilma Israel, it's good to see you here as well. Gloria's Platter's up on the screen right now, so hopefully everybody will connect with this creator if you haven't already. She's getting close to 1,500 subscribers now. And then Zombie Prepper, though, needs to go onto the wheel right away because they happen to be a member. So let's spin. We'll get another channel happening, and Gloria's Platter has expanded outside just of the cooking and baking content and is bringing us a bit more variety that falls within their category or niche as well, which will be interesting. And then my pleasure, Gloria's Platter. Of course, I'm happy to have done that. Unidentified S4 is coming up. We share on our community tab here in Superchat 5 to 8 times a day. Usually 5 or 6 of those, if not 7, are for other creators, supporters of different types. We rotate, kind of try to spread the love around a little bit. But I can give everybody a hint here and let you know that it is the #1 thing that I am thanked for as the host of Superchat on YouTube. So when I get messages from people, I'm very lucky. I get mostly kind ones, some not as kind, but the mostly kind ones. And when they do come through, most of what I hear when it's a thank you, a simple thing, is for thank you for sharing my video, right? On the community tab, but we try to do a lot of that. I do a lot of sharing on Reddit because it's fast and easy, and I know that it actually can get a little bit of traffic, but you might want to experiment with that as well. So let's look at Unidentified S4. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they are going to talk to us about everything unexplained, from from UFOs to paranormal, cryptids, and much more. They're a boots on the ground team of creators, and they've been at this for a while, as you can see, with over 7,500 subscribers. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find. Obviously, all 3 types of content on this channel, with shorts, videos, and live streams. I'm having a good time getting to know them. Unidentified S4 did a great job on a birthday stream about a week and a half ago, where they were celebrating and everybody was pretty hyped up about their video editing skills and the special presentation that they gave us. And then I think we saw another channel come in here. Burundian Traveler. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that properly. I'd love it if you'd correct me if I'm wrong. But Burundian Traveler, it's great to have you here. So hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm looking for Bautissimo. I don't think it's doing its job today. I've got to figure out what to do about that thing. I might have to disconnect it and reconnect it or something. It's a paid service. The statistics are working in the background, but I don't think it's given the messages it's supposed to. And then Venom for Life is in the house, another longtime friend of Superchat. The Bud Files is here, modern day archaeologists. Another couple of supportive creators. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get their channel up soon. We'll get another channel up off the wheel in a second. And look at that. It's because of the way I was speaking. The wheel was listening, and the odds are ever in your favor right now. So the Bud Files is coming up right now. They just walked in. They got put on the wheel right away because they happen to be a member. And look at that luck. They're up right away. 731 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that we know they must be thinking about. The Bud Files are modern day archaeologists. What they do is uncover history and digitally preserve it. They actually expand into a lot more content here, but I'd almost categorize them with a lot of our friends who do abandoned location explorations and paranormal investigations and things like that. The Bud Files are incredibly supportive creators, so when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them so you can get some of that support coming back to you as well. Hopefully we can push them towards the 800 they're thinking about. And then I'm always good, Venom for Life. Thank you for asking. It's wonderful to know that, you know, you've got creators. There's a lot of generosity out there. You will have people who will be following your channel and helping you and supporting you as you do the same for them over the course of not only weeks and months, but eventually years. Venom for Life started a new metal band, which will be interesting to see. I hope if you haven't already, forgive me, I know I'm behind, but if you haven't already, I'm hoping we get some content from your band up on the YouTube channel as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I tend to move a little bit faster in the second half of the stream. We still should have about half an hour to go, I think, and then I want to get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next half hour, without racing, of course. But Michael's Adventures has a premiere for us to see in another half hour from now. And everybody will be able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here in Superchat while we go through the live chat on that premiere. Now, if anybody has the ability to share this stream that we're watching right now, I will appreciate it greatly. I moved the time today, and when you do that, you lose your 30-minute notifications. I'll appreciate it if you can share anywhere, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network. It helps get a couple more people into Superchat right now, but because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm, it also could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay, of course. And then I want to be ready for the big reveal. That will be cool. Venom for Life, and we'll be looking forward to it. Venom for Life might have been with Superchat now for 2 years. It's been a long time. So right now we're looking at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Now I know it's time for me to get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. So let me see if I can do that right now. Rusty's Rambles has not been on yet. We will look at Venom for Life. And then if there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat, and we will get you onto our Wheel of Doom ASAP. So, Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve are incredibly supportive creators. Jen from this channel has spent lots and lots of time supporting both Superchat and our copyright-free music channel. So for anybody that hasn't already seen it, we have a second channel set up with copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we have that. Pardon me, actually, Michael's Adventures, if you don't mind, just leave the premiere the way it is. I think it's good. I think we'll do it in 15 minutes, actually. Thank you very much, Burendian Traveler. I'm going to get your channel onto our wheel as well. We'll move that up, actually. Michael's Adventures premiere is going to start in 15 minutes. So we'll head over there soon enough. I'm going to get the link for that right now. And then everybody can continue to connect with each other during that premiere, and I'll leave this live stream running right up until the time that begins. Forgive me, Michael's Adventures, because what I'm doing is I'm half talking here in Tuber Chat and I'm half sending them messages and they're conflicting in Instagram. I don't mean to do that, but yeah, 15 minutes should do it. And thank you, child, please. And then let me get the link here. I'm just gonna pin it so that everybody can get to it easily. You can hop over there whenever you'd like, because it is a live chat that goes along with the premiere, but we'll go and raid together in 15 minutes if you'd like to. So when we look at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, we see a lot of homesteading activities, but actually what these creators bring us more than anything else is their family life behind the channel, and it can go just about anywhere. So they are spiritual family, and then when they talk about it, they moved their family of 5 to from California to North Central Arkansas in August of 2021. So for just over a year now, they've been country living, food growing, chicken raising, homeschooling, and enjoying God's creation. They do a lot of variety on their channel. So it could be family, gardening, music, taking pics of flowers, might be cooking, singing, building stuff, camping, painting, climbing rocks, lots of different stuff. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. It's great to see some featured channels on their front page. I've taken their latest video, put it in my catch-up list so I can catch up with them. But they have given us an unbelievable amount of support, both here in Tuber Chat and on that copyright-free music channel that I'm talking about as well, that you can check out. The link for that is usually dropped every 30 minutes or so. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But all that music is available on all the major music platforms as well. Venom for Life is coming up. Let's see what they've got going on their channel. Now they're talking about the fact that they've just started a new band, so we'll get some new content from that soon enough. But Venom for Life's got a ton of variety on their channel that you'll find here. They're officially on the road to 1K now. Movie reviews, game reviews, music reviews, wrestling, poetry, and much, much more. Now we're going to have some original music as well, which will be really, really cool. Now I know I'm behind with you. I guess I just caught a video a couple of weeks ago, but I'm just going to take your live stream and put it as a replay. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. The reason why is because I just want to give them a watch hour. It will literally turn out to an hour, right? But some watch time on that video in the next 12 hours. I'll run my catch-up list overnight. I'm literally going to run that. I run a lot more videos than I watch, but I'm sure everybody appreciates the time. And like I said, Venom for Life has been a friend for a long time here in Tuber Chat. I hope everybody can take inspiration from that, because you might wonder who's still going to be with you a year or two down the road, supporting your channel as much as they can. And it gets harder. The more and more people that you follow and support, the harder it becomes to support everybody as much as we all might like. But as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. All that fluff and stuff comes to us from Australia, and they take things out on the water a lot of the time. They've actually expanded into tons of different content on their channel. They're bringing shorts, videos, and live streams. They've been producing a lot of content lately, but they also do a lot of streaming. They've expanded into cooking streams. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members here. A lot of their videos involve boating and camping, mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling, and other water-based activities. They do love the outdoors, but they also bring us indoors for some live streaming as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. All that fluff and stuff has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. And with over 1,400 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 we know they must be thinking about. I'm just going to drop the link again for Michael's Adventures premiere. If anybody wants to head over there, you can go anytime at all, because there's a live chat that's already running, of course. And we will go over there and raid together in another 10 minutes. And I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that that premiere begins, so that we can clean up our connections here, and then we can hang out there for a while Michael's Adventures has brought us a lot of opportunity to meet friends and family members in that way. Nikki D Music and More is coming up. This creator has 2 different channels. They're both floating just over, I think, one of them is over 150 subscribers. The other one's just about there. So Nikki D Music and More has 160 right now. They bring us a lot of variety here. They're posting frequently. My dear goodness, 3 live streams in the last couple of days. I'm just going to grab a 2015 Christmas haul video, put that in my catch-up list, and then as well I want to show you Nikki D Music and More's second channel, which actually I guess should be called the first channel. John Paul's still in the house. Let me get them onto our wheel. My dear goodness, can't type. John Paul. And I'll spin. Nikki D Official is up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. I'm going to race through the last few channels just so that we can get everybody on the screen if we can. If there's anybody else listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel of the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat. We'll get you on right away. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Couch Potatoes in the house. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we'll put your channel up next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel right after. I am going to start moving it though, like I said, probably a minute per channel, just so we can get everybody on before we go over to Michael's Adventures. He'll set a long introduction on his premiere for us, so we get an extra minute or 2 here. And then when we look at Zombie Prepper, we see that they're well over 1,700 subscribers now. We've got shorts and videos on this channel. I'm just going to take their latest video that looks like it might be informative. Actually, I'm putting that in my catch-up list, and when we go over to their videos tab, I just want to see if they've started live streaming yet. I keep forgetting, and forgive me, because I know I'm doing this with a few different channels. That might be an idea for the future, so we'll see. But Zombie Prepper, somebody I'm still getting to know. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I see them supporting others, and they're here with us in Tuber Chat frequently. So prepping, homesteading, gardening, food preservation, solar and backup power, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. A lot of DIY projects are expected on this channel as well, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And Zombie Prepper obviously is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat. Next up is Couch Potato, and this is another creator. Let me make sure I'm getting the right channel here. There they are. 7,500 subscribers, almost 7,600. And I'm hoping everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. I can see I'm behind with you. They're posting frequently, almost every single day. I'm just going to grab the latest 22-minute video here, and I'm putting that in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up afterwards. I see they're doing a lot of shorts here as well. So all 3 types of content on this channel. We've seen Couch Potato before, and they love to talk television on their channel. There is super chats and memberships available when we get there. It's interesting that you're watching this series, Dahmer. I'm deciding whether I want to try watching it or not. And then they've obviously got a lot of different thumbnails that show us a lot of what we can expect on their channel. So super chats and memberships available. Again, all 3 types of content. We've seen Couch Potato before, but thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. It's time for me to drop the link for Michael's Adventures premiere. We're going to look at John Paul. I see that I Want to Know is still in the chat. I'm going to get them onto our wheel right now. When we look at John Paul, we see a friend who hasn't been here in a little while, but it's great that you're here to catch up, and I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. So they're fully monetized as well. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They do a lot of YouTube talk, actually. They can probably help with a lot of technical things. Hopefully we can push them towards the 1,500 they're thinking about. We see they've got a lot of StreamYard panels here with other creators. Now, I have to be honest, I'm going to run this as opposed to watching it, but I just want to get that into my catch-up list because I don't want to fall any farther behind with you. But John Paul, it's great to see you back again. And like I said, they do a lot of different things. I forget for the life of me how long they've been running their YouTube channel, but it's many, 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 many years. I was thinking 7 years. I could be wrong, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Pepessa Lifestyle is coming up right now. Another creator who's been here for most of today's live stream. Let me get that link for Michael's Adventures premiere again. And thank you, Michael's Adventures, because it might have been a mistake to go too far. And then thank you, yes, Venom for Life. And I really do appreciate that. You know, it's a long road for a lot of creators. And as we follow more and more of each other's channels, it becomes harder to keep caught up with everybody and support everybody as much as we all might like, right? So I really appreciate that. But like I said, Venom for Life has been quite some time. 8 years now, John Paul says. So 8 years on their channel. Thank you for that. And then obviously they've got some knowledge they can share with us. We've talked tech on their channel before. And then so I Want to Know is on the wheel. Rusty's Rambles is still there. Burundian Traveler is there as well. And then thank you so much. Oh, Couch Potato dropped a video that reached 1 million views. I'm going to have a look at that. That's great. Pepessa Lifestyle has 80,000 subscribers. Hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 81 that they'll be thinking about. And then when we look at their channel, we see a lot of delicious looking content. It's been a while since we've seen them, but it's great to have you back. And then I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up. Make sure I don't fall too far behind. Look at some of the views on some of these shorts, right? 60,000, 90,000 almost, 112,000, 116,000. Just doing great. So I hope you keep that up. And what a strong channel. So thank you for being here. Thank you for doing that. They've been with us many times before, and I've just put one of your videos in my catch-up list so I can catch up with you. Let's spin the wheel. We got another channel up here and see what they've got going on. Rusty's Rambles is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on their channel. Rusty's Rambles has 108 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're now going to be thinking about. They've got a lot of featured channels on their front page, which is great to see. I'm always happy to see people collaborating and pushing each other's channels. Rusty's Rambles obviously is bringing us a lot of shorts. They've got videos. I'm still getting to know this channel. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos though and put that in my catch-up list. And again, like I keep saying, that will give me a chance to catch up afterwards, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. And then when I scan through the channel, like I said, I'm still getting to know them. I'm not sure if they've done streams yet, but that might be an idea for the future. There's a lot of variety here, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And then they're basically bringing us their general 2 cents on life and events moving forward, which will be really cool. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. It's a wonderful way to describe the channel. And then thank you. All that fluff and stuff. I've been called worse, I promise you. And then Burundian Traveler is coming up right now. We're going to look at this channel for the very first time. I Want to Know will be the last channel that we look at. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate that. Let's go over to Michael's Adventures channel and support them for the premiere that they've got. I know I've got an extra minute. So Dixie Cuddle Fitness will come up as well because we do have that extra moment. You can thank Michael's Adventures for that. He always sets the 5-minute introduction on his premieres so that we get the extra moment to connect with others. So Burundian Travelers here for the first time. They got 4,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'm going to put that in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Dixie Cuddle Fitness is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just putting notifications on for 4 different premieres that you've got coming up, and I'm going to grab your latest video, put it in my catch-up list because I can see I'm behind. I thought I just caught them, but I could be mistaken about that. There it is. It's 10 days ago, longer than I thought. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're talking about diet, health, and lifestyle, of course, so I'm always happy to see somebody who wants to motivate us into healthy living, healthy eating, and possibly even exercise. But I also see Dixie Cuddle Fitness out supporting other creators all the time as well. So I'm going to put up I Want to Know. I spun the wheel just for fun. We're going to get their channel ready to go. Thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody's here. Please come over to Michael's Adventures channel. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give him a thumbs up on the way in. You can continue meeting friends and family members during that premiere's live chat. And then Superchat is back again tomorrow about 10 hours from now, something like that. And we'll be looking forward to seeing everybody over there. Let me see what I can do about getting I Want to Know. It's a popular term, so you might have to tell YouTube that you're looking for a channel as opposed to videos. I'm just going to grab their latest one, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up, make sure I don't fall behind. Thanks everyone again, and we'll see you with Michael's Adventures. Bye-bye.